They reflected universal fears, the loss of children, the dangers of the night, and the mysterious power of blood. Fast forward to medieval Europe, and the fear of vampires became more intense and more real. Imagine living in a small village, surrounded by dense forests and ancient ruins. The nights are long and cold, and death is always close at hand. Plagues sweep through the land, killing entire families. People begin to suspect that the dead are not resting peacefully. Whispers spread. Someone saw a loved one walking at night or heard strange noises from the cemetery. The line between myth and reality blurs. When villagers faced death by plague or mysterious illness, they desperately searched for someone or something to blame. Science and medicine were in their infancy, and the causes of disease were a mystery. It was easier to believe that the dead were rising from their graves to feed on the living than to accept the randomness of illness. The fear of vampires became a way to make sense of tragedy, to give people a sense of control in a world that often seemed uncontrollable. The response to this fear was both dramatic and gruesome. Corpses were dug up, mutilated, and even staked through the heart, not just in stories, but in real life. Archaeologists have found graves where bodies were pinned down with rocks or iron bars, their mouths stuffed with bricks or stones to prevent them from rising. These rituals were meant to protect the living from the restless dead, to keep the community safe from the threat of vampirism. Imagine living in a world where you'd stake your neighbor's grave just in case. The fear was so real, so pervasive, that entire communities would gather in the dead of night to exhume a suspected vampire. The rituals were often public, a kind of grim theater that reinforced the power of the myth.